How we doing? We live? Everything working? Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, boys. Let's get to work. We got stuff to do today. I hurt my neck last night. I slept funny, boys. Truly a tragedy among all tragedies. Alright, let's get to work. So, first thing, we need to make a breakable box. Because that is what level 2 is really about. So, let's open up Beam. Wrong Beam, apparently. Here we go, Beam take 2. I'll just copy this. We'll throw this in here. And then we need to make it look like it can be broken. So, if you want to do that, we can just put some cracks. So. What if I just got rid of this? Like make it like a weak point? So a weak point right there. So it's like, ooh, like there's something missing there. You know what I'm saying? And then, is there something missing? Could put like some cracked lines here. Nah. There's no good way to keep them connected together though. Unless you did, well, if you eliminate one side, that should do it. Let's make a static body. We'll call this breakable beam. We'll add a sprite and a collision shape. So what we're going to do is come in here, breakable beam. Here we go. And then we'll just throw a collision shape on there. So now what we want to do is make level 2. Now, I thought about it last night, and the problem with level 2 is it's gonna be really hard to like remake everything we did in level 1. So I'm just gonna have to copy stuff. The smarter thing I should have done is made them an instantiable scene. If I'd done that, then we could just easily make level 2, but I messed up, so. Whoa, why is everything repeating? Hello. Are we good? Is everything okay? I think we're good. It's hard to tell. Why is it repeating? What's going on with my mic? Uh, huh. Super weird. Hold on, let me double check on my phone. Mute the stream. I think everything's okay. I think I'm losing my mind. I think it's just glitching because I was listening to it on my computer. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we're good. I'm tripping. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get back. Let's get back at it. So we need to make this breakable. So the way to do that, I need to double check. Let me take you on a little trip, my supersonic ship. Yeah, look at that. Oh no, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Mmm. Mmm. You connect them like that. I see. Interesting. Yeah, it's kind of a terrible way to do that. Might just make this one a full beam. Like we could just go and extend it till it's full. Let's do that. West 64. Or actually, we can just do this. There we go. And then we'll just extend it until it's it can meet this other side. So we'll just copy this over. So I have a reference. So the simple way to do it is to just take this and continue it until it reaches the ground. Like that. Then to take this bit and continue it until it reaches up here, which is that. Then we'll take this, do this, and this, and this, and this. And then that should be able, and then you can, that can be closed off, essentially. Yeah, that can be closed off. And then let me just copy this over so that I can draw these in. Boom, 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 boom. And then if I were to take this, oh no, see, this has to be closed off. Let's make it 1. Yeah, here we go. I got Kerbal Space Program on my mind because I was thinking about making a video on it. Yeah, how it is. You gotta be kidding me. It's way easier to fix this than it is the other part. Let me just try something. Oh, and then you could throw the little extension part on there. So it needs an extension, essentially. I see. We can literally just take this. The only difference is that it's this color instead of the other color. Yeah. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Mm-hmm. Right there. Right there. Yeah. Whoops, I put him too high. There we go. Or maybe not. Whoa. What is going on? Ah, because this needs to have that on the end of it, which is why it was looking really funny. No, it should be like this. Yeah. Let's try copying this over. Seeing if we can put the beams together. Like if I bring you here and then nab you. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. It has to be the other way around. Well, at least we know that'll fit. It's got to be this bit. It's got to be coming from the corner down. Yeah. Makes more sense. Yeah, corner down. Now that should be good. Now they're connectable. That's good. Okay. Perfect. You can kind of see how it forms a gap. That gap is going to be critical for players because they need to be able to break through. That's how that's going to work. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. We don't have to save this. So let's save this. We'll export it. And we'll overwrite because we don't really need the other one. Then we'll put beam missing structure in here, and then we'll just extend its collision shape like this. And then I think the real solution here is in hindsight, we probably should have just made the beam one large piece instead of doing it the way I did it. But I wanted to fit it on a 32 by 32, which is kind of dumb now that I think about it. Because it is leading to some design headaches. But it might also lead to something that looks cool. So I think we're going to leave it. So how do we make this breakable? That's the question. So the idea, right, if we open a MS Paint here, is that if you have you have your regular crates, then you'll have your breakable crate. These have X's. Right, so you have an X, you have an X. So you have an X, you have an X, you have an X, you have an X. He does not have an X. As our player is heading down, he can break these. Right? But the idea is that he needs to be going fast enough. Otherwise, he just dies on impact, I think. Which might feel a little unintuitive. Could make it speed-based. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is make it speed-based. So if you're moving down super fast, right? You're moving down super fast, then you'll break this crate. If you're not moving fast, then the crate will just kill you. Simple. So let's put this in a group called a breakable crate. Throw you here. Breakable crate, global. Boom. That works. So now on the player, we'll add a new hitbox. We'll call this feet hitbox. We'll add a collision shape. Actually, we'll call this bottom hitbox. Then we'll give him a little collision shape. This is gonna go to the bottom of his feet, so that we can detect when he hits it. So then body entered. If body group, what was the group we just made? Breakable crate. Breakable crate. Then do a speed check. So if velocity dot y greater than negative 500, body dot self q. So basically, if we're moving fast enough, we'll kill the crate. That makes sense. Does my thing still sound weird? Does my thing still sound weird? I think it does. It sounds weird on my computer. Oh, I have two open. Oh, I have two of the same scene open. I was like, what the heck? Yeah, I have it open on my live dashboard, and then I have it open on another stream. That's why. Like, holy. No wonder everything sounds weird on my other computer. Okay, I figured it out. That makes my sense. Okay. So also the other thing I want to do is double check what our velocity is on the going down turns. I'm gonna want to throw this into windowed mode for now. Oh, so we need to make it greater than. The number I see constantly jumped up is 200. Let's make it like 300. 350? Sure. And then let's throw it in a scene. Let's make level 2 right now. So I need all of this. I need this. I need this. I need this. And I need these two. Cool. Take the script, copy it, take level 2, put a script on it, and just replace everything. Completely inefficient, horrible, atrocious way to do that. I'm fully aware, but unfortunately, I did not set it up right, so we're cooked. We're just going to do that for every level. It actually didn't take that long, so we just need to make sure it works. So here we're going to connect to body entered. Yeah, and then bottom area. The question is, where did walls go? Oh, here they are. I'm going to need these. Yeah. What happened? Invalid access. Yeah, but what line? Well, I thought I copied him over. Awkward. Oh, that was an accident. There we go. That's why. More sense. What is that number I'm reading at the bottom? Okay, I think it's good. Yeah, so now we've loaded level 2, so now we can start adding in like different stuff. So, oh, I didn't put the winnable area anywhere, did I? Oh yeah, right. Win area is over there. That's fine. I like it being in the other room. I need a new 2D. And then I need to put in some breakable stuff. So we'll call this beams. Structure 1. Put a beam, a breakable beam, and an end beam. Okay, just move this out. So I want the player to start here. Player will start at the top of the screen, right? And I want him to have to break through something. So actually, let's start him here. Let's put a beam rotated 90 degrees. Boom. That's a breakable. I just want a traditional beam here. Breakable can come in later. We're going to extend these all the way down. And then we're going to put a breakable right here. Well, in reality, we want it like right here. Yeah. And then we'll just put more beams. We'll rotate him 90. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. That's fine. Guess I should have started with this wall here. That's fine. I don't really care if that's like kind of ugly right now. I want to slap an end beam here. Yo, end beam, get in here, bro. Let's just put it like that and then add another one rotated 90 so that we can get this and this moved up. And then throw the second end beam here. And kind of just stack them like this. Yeah, that'll look fine. It's not great, I guess, but we could also just do it like this. Where they meet kind of in the center there. So the main idea is that they have to break through this to get to the rest of the level. So we can go back to, well actually no, we need this. Whoa. Non-existent function queue free. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Ah. Then we should also make it, we'll just say, body dot break, and then I'll give it a function on its thing. Function for breakage. What the heck? Wait, what? Is break like a built-in function? What's going on? What have I done wrong? That's so weird. Okay. Doesn't matter, I guess. So when we break the beam, we want to first call our collision shape. Collision shape 2D. Collision shape type collision shape 2D equals collision shape. We'll disable it, so collision shape dot disabled is true. Collision shape, and then we'll just say self dot visible equals false. So we'll do both. So we'll disable the collision and make it false. Alternatively, function to return the object. Function return beam. Collision shape dot disabled equals false. Self dot visible equals true. Wonderful. So now level 2, what we can do is body dot break beam, and then for any time we're resetting, right? So if we're gonna reset, like in, I don't know, reset level, reset breakable beams. This is not a good way to do it. I know it is. For iron get children, if I dot is in group breakable beam, then I dot return beam. So we're gonna go basically cycle through all of the children of the scene, and if there's a beam that is a breakable beam, we're gonna basically make it reappear on reset. And that probably should go for do we do that for a win state? We definitely have to do it for a dying state. Yeah, I mean, dying and resetting are basically going to do the same thing. Just trying to cover all my bases. Should be alright. Wait, what? I called the wrong thing. Oh, what happened, debugger? Here we go. Use call deferred to change monitoring state instead. Wait, what? How do I use call deferred? How to use call deferred? I'm gonna do for. I've done it once before. Maybe call deferred. What would it be? Disabled? I don't know what the method would be. No clue what the method would be. Let me push some of these changes. Level to work plus. Gonna take you on a little trip, my supersonic. What a weird bug. Oh, it's not even a bug. I just know it wants to wait a couple frames before disabling collision to make things go over well. And yet, okay, here we go. I think I found it in the reference docs. This is, okay, so it's set disabled. Cool. That should do it. Now, can I go slowly into it? Well, actually, let's double check if the reset works. It did not. Oh, because I'm supposed to return the beam, not... Wait. Are we getting into this? Print. We found beams. Found beams and reset. We did not get to that point. For I in get children. Are we even in here? Oh. Oh my lord. This is such a poor way to do it. This is such a bad way to do it. We should make this a helper function. Let's do it. Let's make it a helper function. Who cares? Who cares? Helper function to reset all the breakable beams. This is terrible code, but it works, so leave it. Function. Find breakable beams. And then we could also just give it a name for either, and then we'll give it a name for returning beams type bool. And then what we do is use some recursion. So for I could do child, but I like I. In Because the problem is we're not getting the nested ones. That's our problem. I could use a recursion though. So for I in node, get children. If I is in group breakable beam, so check if they're breakable beam, and then we'll just append them. We could append them to an array. Why not? Let's just make the array up here. And then keep looking. Oh, we need the thing we're actually cycling through. Keep looking until we find all. So then they'll just recall our function. I knew school would teach me something. This is supposed to be under the if statement, I think. So that'll do. So find breakable beams. It's cool. Now, the idea is then once we have the beams, we can say if returning beams equals true. So if returning beams, so they want us to return the beams, then we do beams for beams for beam in beams beam what am I typing? Beam dot return beam. Right? What did I just write? If returning beams, if not returning beams, so basically if we want to break them, well, actually that's stupid. We don't ever have to do that. The breaking is already handled. Yeah, that's a stupid thing to write. And then let's just comment out. So here, let's see if this works. Instead of this, we're going to go with find breakable beams. I'm going to get rid of this argument, I think, for the time being. But they're going to want to pass through something. We can make another helper function to make our lives easier. Let's fix it. I think because I don't want to add this other one that I was going to do.
have to do this. I didn't even think about it. I could just do this. Yeah. Don't even need that anymore. Might have just overcomplicated it. I just found that in the docs. That could be peak. Then I also needed an on-player dies, I think. Let's see. Wonder why he's stuck down there. Find a little glitch spot. What? Well, that was too good to be true. Shaddy's live. You got this vision. Thank you. Thank you, Hector. Appreciate you. Alright, that's it. We're going back to recursion. School did teach me something. Because this is the only way I think to get... This is the only way to really get through everything. Find all the beams. It's because of the stupid reference. They use that and not I. Which is like, who uses I? Then we'll just add another function called reset all breakable beams. And then we just say find breakable beams self. Yeah. So this will basically recursively go through until it finds all of them. So then we can just say find break. Oh, wait, no. Reset all breakable beams. Reset all breakable beams. This should work. Well, at least it called it this time around. Invalid in base node 2D. The object derived class of argument 1 is not a subclass of the expected. Oh. That should fix it. What? What a strange error. It's very close though, it's just the canvas layer giving us problems. Breakable beams close. Breakable beams close. Freaking recursion, yeah. It's great. It is really useful. But it's a pain, nonetheless. did I set this to node 2D? This is just meant to be node. But he didn't come back. Why? Did we even get to this step? No, we didn't. Why can I not get my hands on the beam? It's not like we're queue freeing it. We used to be queue freeing it. Well, let's just see if this is ever getting called. Is this getting called? Can I please stop printing velocity? Nope, this is never getting called. Why? We're never even getting to that step. We are searching children. $81. I don't know how many nodes are here, but that does sound like a semi-valid number. Oh my. I knew this was going to be something dumb. Though. Still, we're not getting this. Breakable beam. What the heck could be going on? I'm actually really lost. Good lord. Because this is supposed to be... The recursion should be working. So we know we're going to this step. The problem is this step is not being reached. This step right here. Which is really, really weird because we should be getting into this one. I'm gonna get stuck on this all day long. Gonna take you on a little trip, my supersonic ship.
Are we sure the names are right? Yeah. Oh, it's not a break. Oh. I didn't make it global. What is going on with groups? It's being really funny. Now it's not even being detected. Doesn't even seem to exist. I just need to call defer that. Also, I just realized we're doing this when the player dies too, which feels kind of dumb. Where is reset level even called? Ah, if the player hits reset. I see. Okay. What is going on? Reset level and what's it called? Reset level and on player dies do basically the same thing. No? No. I can get rid of that. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, interesting.
I'm landing on the previous instance of the player. There we go. There we go. Breakable beam working. Boom, push it. Nice. Camera, 1. We can go back to windowed. I mean full screen. Man, I really don't like that new UI button. Godot added. Now it's time to check what we wanted to check, which is the speed. Yeah, so you can't break through with slow enough speed. Though I want you, maybe it needs to be lower, like 200. Too low. No, it's still too low. 300 I think is perfect. Nice, that's perfect, I think. So basically, this will teach the player how to get through, because obviously they'll be forced to do this, right? And the idea is that they'll catch themselves, probably, maybe we make them come up here, like come up a little tube. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Yeah, new structure. So then we'll make them come up another tube. Then we'll put another breakable beam right here. And they'll basically just kind of... Because the idea is that they'll fly through here, catch themselves, come up, 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 up. Maybe come around to like a shorter one. The idea is that they're going to have to learn their special moves. Yep. 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 And I will make sure there is no way around. Nice.
probably make this whiter because these are going to be like new players. They're not really going to be good at this yet like I am. I do need an end beam. Gonna take you on a little trip. Oh wait, whoa. 270. There we go. Set it to 90. Nope. 0. Nope. 180. Yep. Now 90. Nope. No. No. 0? Oh, 0. I'll be damned. That's fine. Let's just throw them here. We gotta make this the only way through. I just realized there's an error here. It's an end beam. It's fine. He needs to be moved down there. What am I doing? Who is like? Yeah, 90. I know how to rotate my blocks. All right. Let's see what this is like. This is allegedly to teach the player that they need to shift their way through this, right? Because there's no way they can just fall right through, right? There's no way to get enough. Maybe if they... No. Right? So they have to learn. They know going through at a fast enough speed now is how they break through. But the idea now is they have to realize they have to do that. Right? That's how they have to do it. And that's what they have to realize. Very basic, simple game design, you know? But effective game design. So that's good. So the only thing is I want to add a area 2D. And we're going to call this player in player shift learning area. It's a long name, but we're basically just going to put a giant collision shape right here. So if they enter this area, then we're going to put a message on screen. So body entered. What just happened? Godot? What was that? Body entered? I think like Godot just crashed. Then body exited. So learning area entered. So if body dot is in group player, is that one of our groups? Yeah. Pass. If body.is in group player. Pass. So we're going to make a new label. We're going to move it here. We're going to call this press shift to sip down quickly. Right? So shift learning label. And then I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller. So we'll just fill this in like this. We'll make it like 8. Yeah, it's gonna look a lot better. Yeah, that's good. So then we come in here and just say, let's make a call to the label. Shift learning label. Move him over. Scroll back down. Shift learning label dot visible equals true. Shift learning label dot visible equals false. So what we're gonna see here is in level 2, if we break through here, come up through here, right? It goes away and disappears. So once we enter the right area, so the player now knows they have to zip through. Perfect. And I died. I think I'm gonna shorten that up. I'm struggling with it. And if I'm struggling with it, you best believe other people are going to. I don't even know what beam that is. We're gonna get rid of 19. Then move end beam 4 up. Nice. Okay, that's cool. And then I think we just have the parkour again through another section, like a little, like put a tall beam here, then probably another breakthrough. Maybe 3 in a row. Ooh. Or actually, let's have them go. Let's have them cross over another beam. So give me a. Let's make another structure here. What the heck? Oh, hold on, gentlemen. I'm getting a call. Little call from my little friend. Goofy little fella. I want this beam. Where's this beam? There's M beam 4. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Nope. Don't want you. Is that it? That's the whole beam? Okay. And then we'll just toss this beam here, except move N beam 5 up. Oh, and also when I had it all so whoa! Control X.
Structure 3. There we go. Move him up. Okay. Transform 180, 270 down. Lovely. And then really make sure he's in a good spot, so we just move the entire structure over. I think I like right here. And then we just duplicate this to make sure everything stays in a good place. That's it. And then obviously we're gonna make another room. I think it'll just come up right over here, and then I think I'm gonna have one more breakdown there. So we'll just put up, we just duplicate this and move it so that it's here as well. But instead, move this away. Again, level 2 is supposed to teach the player completely about how to use the on how to use the wall. Shoot. On how to break through blocks. That's the entire point. And then this is not going to be super visible, so I'm just going to move you halfway between. And then we'll just put a, let me grab like a segment like this. Okay, that's a bad segment. Oh, see, no, I really want this segment. Where are you? You're in structure 2, I know. Put him in structure 4. Move him back down. No, there we go. Good. So the way to do it is to probably line him up with this. And then move all of these. So what is that, structure 3? Yeah, just move structure 3 over a bit. That'll do. Yay. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I think that's really cool. I think it's neat. So in this room, I kind of like the idea of them just flying over, and there's like a box in the middle. Because this is meant to be like a big moment, right? The player is earning their wings. So 320 plus 640. If I want to see what a camera position is supposed to be, lovely. So then we're going to add one more structure. Box. Then here we're going to add a beam. Move him over here. Let's just move the box. The box here. We're going to take the beam. We're going to surround the box. So box. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do... How many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Box, 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 more boxes. And then we'll just do the little like beam, breakable beam, end beam bit. So we'll do this, and we'll throw an end beam. Let's make this guy. Duplicate him, make him 180 degrees, which means we're flipping him. Grab you 3, move him up. Except, actually, let's grab you. Oh, dude, I do that every time. And then let's transform you at 90 degrees so that I can slap you on the end of here. Then I can take you and put you here. And we'll control D. Move you. Put him here. Put him here. Grab you 3, but you're going to need an end beam too, aren't you? He's going to have to be 100. He's going to have to be 90. Ah, 270. Boom. 270. 90. Lovely. Then I can just grab. Put that there. Actually, we'll probably put him like this. Or like this. I'm kind of okay with either one. And then, to be honest, I'm just going to delete these because I can just copy these. It's not a good box, but it's the box we have. We have boxes at home, honey. The boxes in question. Yeah, so that at least everything's centered, more or less. And this is where they're going to earn the... Oh, it fits perfectly. This is where they're going to earn the spike boots, right? So they're going to get spike boots, and these are when the spike boots get equipped. So we'll just put this here. Okay, wonderful. Then we'll just enter the other room. And now they know. Ooh, okay, okay. Didn't really think about that. Should probably make this entire bottom floor these. Yeah. Just so you can stand. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I mean, I want the player to be able to stand, ultimately. Ah! So those break. Once you grab the spike boots, let's make the spike boots, actually. Can we grab our player asset, actually? A spike boots reference. What if we just make them like... I didn't think about the fact that you could do like a wind effect when he goes down. That could actually look good. Oh, that's how you animate that. Okay. Because he needs something on the bottom of his feet that make him spiky, right? Could also alternatively do a drill. Could do like a giant drill of some kind. So it could give him like... Hold on. Nah, 96 by 96. Let's get real for a minute.
He's fitted nicely in there. Then you probably just draw like... Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's kind of cool. And then probably give it a little shading. Just a wee bit of shading. Could probably even animate it. Let me use my actual color palette here. Except I want something brighter. So, too light. Oh, well, we could probably shrink this. What if I just made him like fit in it really tightly, like all the way up here? Nah. Nah, nah, nah. That's kind of funny. I think that's cool. Option is to give him some kind of spikes on his feet, which isn't a terrible idea. I just don't know how to do that. That just looks weird. I think the drill is cooler. So we can just copy this over to new sprite. It's probably good enough to use for now. Well, actually, we can just erase these.
If you'd like to do that, you can
What?
do something like remove batteries from my cart.
She's losing her mind. It's all in Alexa's head. But she didn't respond when I said her name, of course. As you know, as Alexa would work. Again, didn't respond to her name. Crazy. Player drill. Let's export this puppy. Yeah, here comes the roaster. Cool. Player drill. So this is also what's going to be in level 2 in the middle, so. So we'll just add a sprite 2D right here. Actually, we're probably going to need an area 2D for this. Because this is basically our win area.
Where are you? I was gonna say, where are you, bro?
Where are you?
We're gonna make this pretty generous. That didn't change what happened in level 1, did it? No. What was the color on that? Copy that. Yeah, put that there. And then we're just going to put a sprite on it as well. Right here, and we're going to put the drill on there. And we're going to make it like 3, 2. We can also move the camera back. Yeah. Okay. So now, they'll get their hands on the drill. Actually, I just realized if we really want to make this better, we should make this smaller so that when they land on the drill itself, that's when they get it. So they have to land on the drill, basically. Which we can make that a little generous, but, you know. So now we'll go level 1. Wait, what? Oh, it's enter to go to the next level. Almost died off rep. Oh! Oh, the forbidden drill. Yes. Here comes the rooster. I guess the only thing to change on this one is we want the drill to... Yeah, let's change that. So, on level 2, on win area entered, let's do put a message. Let's put up the grabbed drill label. Yep. Make it like that. Just drag this over. Yeah, so then we get to drill. Grabbed drill label. Dead visible. True. And then wait before showing win label. Get tree. Dot. Create timer. Let's do 2.0 seconds dot timeout, and then we'll await. Nice. And then after that, we'll make grabbed drill label dot visible equals false. Nice. So we zip down. There is no other level. Oh yeah, it's supposed to take us to level 3. There is no level 3. I'm going to have to make that right now. So, levels, level 3. Save. So now we shipping them off to level 3. Let's double check. Well, first, I haven't written that into the level select. So, get tree. Change scene to file. Level 3. And then, let's see. Yep. Drill acquired. Mission success. Cool. Go. That's level 3. So the only other thing is to add an option. So we're just going to add a sprite to this guy. Drill. And we're going to make him muted. Well, for now. So the drill will just slip right there on him. Right? Yeah. So once the drill's on, he will be able to kill enemies. Yo, so much progress. That's what I'm saying. We're making great progress. I had the drill in. So the next thing is like the enemy. Which actually, now that you're here, you got any enemy ideas? I only need one. I need one enemy idea. I was kind of thinking of just making our soldier, coloring him different, leaving the propeller, maybe making the propeller like a darker color, and then just giving him a gun. Would be slightly hard to code maybe, but I think I'm just going to give them really simple behavior.